I'm Meghan Chapman from Seminole, Florida. I play golf at Tulane University. Basically, I had played every other sport and I was bored, not bored, but I was looking for something else that I hadn't tried and been adventurous in when I was about 10 years old. And my grandfather retired at that same time and it was his new thing. So he lived down the street from me. I was looking for something new. He was hooked on it. Needless to say, it was an after-school activity. Played really well at states in high school golf, and I started getting recruiting letters, and I'm the oldest child, so my parents never played college sports, so this was all very new. So I think around 14, 15, I really was like, maybe I could actually do this, and that's when I really picked up playing around the country rather than just playing locally in Florida, was my freshman year of high school. I transferred from North Carolina State, and it was a lot of coaching reasons there was what drove me to consider the option of transferring. And then because of JT, and I mean, Andrew is identical to JT. So in terms of me not only playing for a new coach as a transfer, but then getting another coach after 1 year, having 3 coaches in, supposed to be 4 years, but 5 years for me. And to have him be very identical to JT in terms of recruiting, in terms of how he runs practices and his mentality on and off the golf course was lucky in a lot of aspects for me personally, but I'm glad that it worked out that way. But I think Andrew really, the way he runs the program and the morals behind it and the aspects that he looks for in players is one of the reasons that this program has the ability to be a top program in the country, rather than just a mediocre, we're ranked 50th. We have fun, it's great, but he knows how to have fun, but he also knows how to get the job done. I think not a lot of people know my dreams outside of golf. I think I've been wrapped up from a very early age in athletics, not just with golf, but I mean more so as I've gotten older in golf. But I was always the tomboy who was good at sports, and I kind of had that reputation in high school. I was voted for senior superlatives most athletic. So I think a lot of people knew me as the girl with the jock, I guess, would be a way to describe me. But I don't think a lot of people realize, that I don't want to play professional golf due to my injury, and B, what I want to do in terms of it. I want to get my doctorate, I want to have my PhD, and I want to work with special needs children. Because I feel like a lot of kids, both with learning disabilities and then more extreme versions like autism or Down syndrome, they disconnect from their parents at a very early age because their parents don't know how to connect to the child, because the child is different and the child doesn't give them the open love response that parents look for from a child. And I want to work with those families to kind of bridge that gap so that when the kid is 15, it's not like, yeah, that's my mom, but I don't know anything about her. I don't really like her. I want to bridge that gap to where these kids do grow up in a home that provides them with all these options to succeed, even though they have a lot of things going against them biologically from an innate perspective. Classroom, obviously get into grad school. Going through that process now, it's very stressful. On the course, obviously I'm a 5th-year senior, so with not aspirations to play professional golf because of my back injury, it's kind of prohibited that from being a possibility. I think for me it's more of going out knowing that I didn't let my back injury completely end everything. It's kind of a one last go at it. For me, obviously to play to the best of my ability, even though I have things going against me that I didn't have prior. But I think for me, I just want to prove not only to others, but mainly to myself that I can come back from this and I can do this. And yeah, what happened, it happened, but it's not going to completely dictate the rest of my life. Obviously I want people to just realize where I played and why I chose to play there. For me, part of me wants to be a GA at a program and still be in the golfing world. So I want to, maybe I'll be a GA at another program in the country, but I don't want people to forget where I came from, because it is a big reason of who I am and how I got to there. The people that were instilled in my life over the past 3 years have shaped me into who I am in a lot of aspects and kind of given me the road the tool set to allow me to succeed in what I want to do outside of golf, as well as in golf.